Alright, I'm changing out the fuel pump on this 95 300ZX twin turbo. This is what it looks like after I cleaned it. You can actually see everything. All I did was took a paintbrush and agitated the dirt or dust that was on everything and vacuumed it out of there. Alright, before you undo any fuel lines or anything like that, or remove your fuel pump, one of the first things you're going to want to do is relieve gas pressure by unscrewing your gas cap. Okay, so you just, so it'll make the air sound. Alright, to get this hose off right here in the back, it's real hard to get off. Well, you gotta use the correct tools. And this right here is called hose pliers. And I believe this is a 5/16, but basically I'm grabbing onto it like this, and I have to use both hands to push it back because it's that hard. But yeah, I got it moving. And but yeah, you're gonna need one of these pliers for that, and you're gonna need one of these little bitty wrenches. And this is an 8mm. I believe a 5/16 also works. I believe 8mm and 5/16 are the same. But if you can see how little this thing is, it's only like maybe 3 inches long. But it's got to fit down in here to get these off on the side right here and get those bolts off. But before you undo any of these hoses or any of these nuts or screws, whatever you want to call them, you need to undo the cap on the gas tank to relieve pressure, so that way you don't have all this pressure built up on the fuel lines and stuff. That way everything doesn't spray all over the place when you disconnect it. But yeah, let me go ahead and get this sucker disconnected. It takes a lot of elbow work to twist these hoses off, but I'm getting this one off. You see, he's coming off. So as you can see, I got everything disconnected. All the bolts are off, all 6 of them. All the hoses are disconnected. And I cannot pull the fuel pump out. It is stuck. So the only thing I can think is that rubber seal or gasket that goes around it must have a pretty good seal on it somehow. Alright, I had trouble removing this. So what I ended up doing was grabbing these 2 pipes here and wiggling it back and forth like this. And it ended up breaking it loose, but it'll move now, so now I can get it out of there. So that's the next thing, is to remove the fuel pump, change it out, put it back. Alright, I got the gas pump removed. Main thing to do is you gotta watch out for this bracket right here. So when you're lifting it out, the first thing you want to do is try to clear that bracket. You're gonna tilt it forwards, kind of like at this angle, to get past it. Once you get past that bracket, you can turn it and maneuver it out. But yeah, look in there, I got some rusty looking gas, and all that's gonna have to, I'm gonna try to pump it out. Alright, I'm running the gas on this 300ZX. Let me show you how I'm doing it. As you can see, I got most of it inside the tank, and I guess because of the hose, it's not gonna suck anymore. I don't know, I might be able to get a little bit more out of there, but that's pretty much it. Here like this, and just wipe it down, and whatever gas residue is left in there is gonna evaporate. But you can see here where this ain't bad. The other rag was real dirty, but yeah, I'm just gonna wipe all that down in there and try to get as much of it up. I'm just getting up all the, whatever it was, residue left at the bottom. It's actually pretty clean. It had particles of something. Might be particles from the fuel pump assembly. There's a little something down here. There. See that white looking stuff? I don't know what that is. See I got something. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, go ahead and wipe it down pretty good. Oh, it's all that stuff. Alright, I cleaned it out the best I can. I think that little spot in the corner back there is a stain. Yeah, I wiped it down. Now the fuel pump's ready. Be gentle with the floaty when it goes in. Don't try to pry it or rush it in there. You gotta guide this tube in, this hose. Floaty, okay. Got the floaty in. Alright, grab this rubber seal and pull it up some. Now. Clear the back of the rubber seal where the little motor thing is for it. Start twisting it counterclockwise and lowering it. Now the next thing to do is to lower this back part towards the back of the car first and keep the front of it high, because you got to clear this bracket. Let me move my towel out of the way. Make sure you get it down in the body of the car. Okay, front of it's cleared the front bracket now, and it is basically in pretty much. Now I gotta, move it around, line it up and everything, but it's pretty much in there. So, I also gotta connect my hoses. So that's the next thing, connecting the hoses.